I get asked a lot about the process of a Section 21, how long it lasts, what you go through, what it ends in, all of this, because there are a lot of people that are now going through these Section 21s due to all the laws that are coming into place in England. If you don't know what a Section 21 is, it's a no-fault eviction, and a Section 21 will give the tenant 2 months to leave the property. You've probably heard a lot of people saying that if you receive a Section 21, do not leave until that date, because of the fact if you leave before the end of your Section 21, you are making yourself voluntary homeless. And if you're the one that's making yourself homeless, then the council have no duty to have to help you. So people always say, stay till the end of your Section 21 and then your council will have to help you, which is right, that is exactly how it works. I'll explain how my situation worked out, and maybe it might be similar for other people, and it might just give you a bit of clarity as to what's going to happen if you've just been served a Section 21. I received my Section 21, I think it was like the beginning of November last year. And it was due to run out on the 13th of January. As soon as I received this, I contacted the council and told them about it. They did say to me there's not really much that they will do until the 13th. They won't really do anything. So in that time, obviously, I was just looking for private rented properties because I was private renting anyway. I'd been in that property for years. I only got my Section 21 because obviously the landlady wanted to sell the property, which is absolutely fine. Obviously I was looking for private rented properties every single day. I went and viewed so many different ones and not a single place would accept me because of the fact I don't earn enough. You need to be earning at least 35k a year, which I don't earn. So on the 13th of January, when my Section 21 had run out, that's when the council got in touch and they said they would help out then. So once my Section 21 run out, a few days later I received the possessions order, which basically said I had 30 days, I think it was, to get out, and at the end of that 30 days that's when the bailiffs would be called. So I had until about halfway through February, and obviously at this point I was still looking for private rented properties and the council was helping as well. Once I got my possessions order, which gave me those 30 days before they can then call the bailiffs, that is when the council stepped in and really did become quite helpful then. So they set up my account with the Home Choice site so I could start bidding on council properties, which of course again is a very long wait, very hard to get a council property in England anymore. I've been on there now and I've been bidding for the past month or two. So yeah, that has definitely helped a lot. Being on there, you can just bid for different properties while you're still looking for private renting as well. So the possession order ran out towards the end of February, and I think it was literally like the day before it ran out, the council called me and basically said, we've got you temporary accommodation, this is where it is, you can get your keys in 2 days' time. So it all went super quick because at the time still had all of my stuff. So I think this was on a Wednesday. Obviously I still had all of my stuff in my flat at the time because I had no idea where I was going, how long it was going to take or anything like that. So it was a Thursday that I got my keys, and then me and my children stayed here for the first night on the Friday. And they actually found it quite fun. It's like a bit of a holiday to them. They don't really like it as much anymore just because of the fire alarms in here, but we just deal with that. So we moved into this room on the Friday, so then we spent the whole of that weekend clearing out all of my flat, and I handed the keys back on the Sunday evening. So I literally had like 3 days to get everything out of that flat. It was just so fast and so bloody stressful. But to be honest, once those keys were handed back and I just felt, you know what, it's out of the way now, it's all done. Since then, we have been here in our temporary accommodation, which I've done videos to kind of show around my room. But as you can see, it's not very big. We have a bed. I bought my TV and I bought some extra little like furniture bits to make it more homely. We were very lucky in the sense that we've got our own kitchen and our own bathroom as well, so we're all fully self-contained. Really not too bad in here at all, to be honest. It's definitely very cosy, and I am enjoying the time at the moment where it's like me and the kids on the bed and we can all just kind of cuddle up and stuff like that. One day I will look back to all of this and I will like miss how close we all were, like sharing a bed and everything, and just, yeah, having this little adventure together. So it's really not been too bad. And that is where we're up to now. We've been in this temporary accommodation for 6 weeks now. We have no idea how long we're going to be here. I'm bidding on properties as soon as they come in, and we're just going to have to wait and see to what I can get, really. So yeah, it hasn't been an overly long process. I know people say that it can take months and months, which in some cases it can. So if you were served a Section 21, you can go over that. There are so many different reasons why you can appeal that Section 21, which means it'll have to go back to the courts. It takes even more months. So if you get your Section 21, make sure you look into it properly, because there might have been something that's been done wrong. It might just buy you a few more months to try and find somewhere else. But unfortunately, if you are going to look at going down the council route, then it does just take a lot longer. You'll end up being put into temporary accommodation, which could be absolutely anywhere. Obviously, we're quite lucky with where we've got. We're in a nice location, local to the kids' school. Yeah, I believe we've been quite lucky, but I know for some people you might get put in a house for your temporary accommodation, or a caravan in a holiday park, or you might get somewhere way worse than what I've got. So it's all just about luck, really. Like I said, if you've been served a Section 21, you might have a lot longer to go through the process. I know that my landlady had done the accelerated process, so it was as quick as it legally could have been. But I know for a lot of people it can be a lot slower than what mine was. So yeah, like I said, I received my Section 21 at the beginning of November, and by the end of February I was in temporary accommodation. It's not a very long process, and it's bloody horrible to go through. I'll be honest, I've struggled so much with my mental health over the last few months. But I am fully aware that things are going to improve. Eventually we are going to have a home again and have our own little space. Yeah, that is just my experience of a Section 21, how it's been for me and where we are now. If you are going through this and you want any advice or help, please feel free to give me a message and I will give you any advice that I can. Like I said, we're going through this at the moment, so even if you just want someone to chat to, I know how hard it can be. So for anyone else that is going through this, just keep your head up. It is all going to get better, and yeah, hopefully you'll get put in a nice place for temporary accommodation.